So I haven't seen anybody else make this kind of deck, but of course I'm not the first one and not the only one. And so here are some Fluffals with Dark Worlds. So the deck runs triple dog. He gets you your bear into toy vendor or whoever you need for your combos. Triple bear, of course, a must for toy vendor, just to get the engine going. Triple draw power, I mean wings, of course, banishes, gets your draws. It's a +3, I think, or how many. Double penguin is enough. He has the effect of when he's used for a synchro summon, or well, that would be nice for a fusion summon, of course, for a frightful monster. You have to discard, you have to draw and then discard one card, and the discarding activates the effects of Dark World monsters. So he's a really great card. I used to run him with 1, but 2 is a bit better. 1 all, just summon him however you can to get your polymerization to go into your fusions. Sabers, if they banish 1, of course, it's great to have 2. A great card for synchro sacrifices. And then for the non-Fluffals, of course, Red Resonator. He's like the best friend of dog and gets your plays going. Not so much centered around him, but still a great card in the deck. So the interesting part here is Fiendish Run Warrior and the rest of the cards to mention that Fiendish Run Warrior can get your fiends into your graveyard for whatever you need. Egypt Sabers, of course, to fusion summon or go into synchros or whatever. So one card he's going to always send is Grapha, Dragon Lord of Dark World. I play 3 of these, but 2 still have to come in the mail, and of course they're all gonna be premium gold 2 gold. 1 snow is going to be taken out, so there's only going to be 1 snow played for the 3rd Grapha. Of course, the secret one's going to stay. 1 Lucent, just a 6 to spell summon himself out to go into Tzolk'in with your Coral Dragon or just into XYZs. And Latinum, because he's ulti and it's nice to have different Dark Worlds. And 1 Silva to go with Accel Synchron to make level 5 monsters go into Tzolk'in. Beige, I ran 3 beige, but the 3rd beige was taken out for a Fluffal Penguin. So, of course, all these Dark World cards spell summon themselves for Grapha. So that's for the monsters. Triple Polymerization, of course, a must. It's a fusion-oriented deck. Triple Gates, and of course, I'm missing 1. A friend has them, so I don't want to play terraforming because I want to see the card, not search for it. So, of course, Snow can get me Gates, and the great thing about Gates is it's Fiend types, so I can discard Egypt Sabers to banish Red Resonator, which was used already for a single summon, and then draw, which is really nice. Toy Vendor, the card that lets you discard your Graph or whoever, then to draw, and if you draw, if you're lucky, then you draw into a Dark World, meaning their effect is going to trigger because you have to discard because it wasn't a Fluffal. So, of course, you can then stack your Dark Worlds with Egypt Sabers to go off like that. So, and the last cards are Triple Resonator Call. Red Resonator isn't that important in this deck anymore, but it's still nice to have him. So the extra deck, 1 of Red for Kraken. He's the level 8 who just gets rid of your opponent's cards. Can OTK if you have gates on the field, because him and Grapha are an OTK. He can attack twice with 25 because of gates. And Grapha is 3k, so that together is 8k, so it's an OTK if you can clear your board and your opponent's board. Of course, level 8 for your rank 8s. One wolf for the OTK. When it happens, you can just poke, and double tiger. This guy always cleans your opponent's field. Even when the first one gets negated or something like that, you still have your second one. It's always a good thing to play two. Excel Synchron to go into your Beals or just go into Tolkien with Silva. Stars Charge Warrior, you have +1 and material for rank 6s. Core Dragon, either rank 6 or Tolkien, and he gets a +1, of course. Tolkien, he's not the main focus of this deck. That's why I only play one. Still, I can make him, but he's gonna be done for when Link Summon comes on, so I can still enjoy him as long as he lasts. Crystal Wing, of course, great card, hard to get over unless you kaiju. Can negate, can just he's really awesome, even more potent with Wind Witches. Beals, of course, again, a card that not many people can get rid of just instantly. I would like to have more, but he's a bit pricey, says the guy who has Crystal Wing. But Scrap Dragon, this guy is supposed to be an Omega, because when Omega detaches himself, he can make his effect go live in the graveyard, and then he can get back your cards, but Scrap Dragon is dead in the graveyard when you detach him or something like that. So I still have to get myself an Omega. That's for the Synchros. And for the XYZs, of course, Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy, a long name, but worth it because he's a great card. I can get Crystal Wing and him out in the same turn. Just need some luck with Dark Worlds. He just, after you make your Kraken and Grapha, just main 2. If you didn't kill your opponent, just make this one and you're set. This was a Heretic Dragon Heliopolis, but I changed my mind because negating is nice. So Felgrand, and of course for the 6s, Utopia Beyond, can directly for 3k, his effect is nice. And Strike Bowser, again negating and burning, it's really great. So that's the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you next time.